Day 32, dry fire, trigger press, and how to practice multiple shots. Now, if you have a striker fired gun, like I said yesterday, I'm jealous. It's time I get myself a double action gun. Anyway, if you have a striker fired gun, when you press the trigger, you've probably been practicing single shots because after you press once, it becomes a dead trigger. So then what do? All I do is open up the chamber about that much, and I will take like an old plastic cable tie, and then I'll stick it inside the chamber and go all the way down. And what it gives me is multiple presses. Now, I know when I'm explaining the idea of pressing the trigger, I always explain it in smashing the trigger. And the idea is I want you to exaggerate that feel, right? To put too much pressure in so that you can start to dial it back. When you start to dial it back is now understanding I have to have slightly different pressures on my right hand to be able to articulate the trigger correctly so that I don't see my sights doing a lot. And like you see, I always occlude my dot or cover the sights so that I'm able to see what is happening with my front sight if it does that. So if it does that, I now got too much of something. And again, it's just getting used to understanding how much pressure does your trigger actually need in order for you to go back. Hence, go exaggerated and then find your way back. What's going to happen now, because you're concentrating on the trigger pressing now, like in the soft way, your left hand is going to want to do exactly the same, sympathetic squeeze. So again, shooting is asking you to do something completely unnatural. Squeeze completely with your left. Give me apple, give me banana. So again, when you do this, and that is why, again, I like practicing on a target, and I will just put a dot just like that. And on that dot, where my sights are going to be, it's easier for me to see a dip of that when my sights are doing a little bit of that than if I'm aiming on the whole brown area of the target. Even if I'm in the A zone, because there's too much of an area, that move is not going to register in my eye. But if I'm aiming on a particular spot, like that dot, then I'm able to see it doing that. So now please concentrate that because you're going to be concentrating on the right hand being soft. Don't forget to give full grip with this one, because if you don't give full grip, then when you're going to shoot live, you're going to be wondering what's happening with your shots because now you forgot. And that is why I have these calluses on my hand, because of practicing like this. Not because I shoot a lot of rounds, but because I dry fire a lot. So again, I'm just going to aim and just go, and then just ease the pressure down. Now, we see when I ease the pressure, it eases my grip. Grip more again, and I just go banana. There, nice and still. So that's dry fire practice for today. Happy dry fire and love life.